All right, our next ranter, his name is Ricky, and he wants to talk about the red-hot New York Knickerbockers.
Yeah!
Oh, here he is. This is
Ricky,
your buddy.
He's been here before. We've
This is your
we've
buddy.
had him as a rant.
This guy had a great rant about the NFL and the uncapped year
Yes.
last time I saw him, so I'm expecting big things out
All
of him.
right,
So let's
your
go.
rant begins now.
Thank you for the kind words, G. I am a pseudo-regular here on the rant circuit. Glad to be in New York today. I just want to rant about how ridiculously overrated the New York Knicks are right now. We've got Joe and Evan talking like it's a lock they're going to be the 6th or 7th seed. This is a team that gives regular minutes to Chris Duhon and Larry Hughes. Their best player is like Al Harrington. There's no way this team is going to be a playoff team. I guess there's a small chance because of just how bad the East is, but look at their roster. It's just not a good team. I agree that Gallinari has some promise, but if the playoffs started today, they still wouldn't be in, and they're on their hottest streak of the season. They're bound to drop off a bit. This is not going to be a playoff team. Just look at the rosters of teams like Toronto, Milwaukee, Detroit, and I know Detroit's not even that great anymore. These are much better teams than the Knicks. I just don't think this is the year for the Knicks. It's good that they're building for the future, but they look like a 30-win team to me. It's just on a bit of a hot streak. So slow down with the hype. And also, I'd just like to add, some of these commercials on WFN lately have been a little bit annoying. The 800-621-2020, the injury attorney. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that one. That's all I got to say.
Thank you.
No, I agree with you, but it's all about the bottom line. And then one day you'll learn. When you're sitting in that sales office and the only guys that are giving you money are the Cards for Kids people, you change your tune. But anyway, that's a life lesson that we'll all learn at some point. But that was a good rant. I will agree with that point. The Knicks right now are playing good basketball.
They're playing
Good at home, fine. But you're right. The rosters, the best point that he made, that the rosters on these other teams are so much more complete than the Knicks. I mean, I understand that Toronto Raptors don't play any defense, but if you look at that roster, you got Bosch on there, you got Calderon on there, you got Turkoglu on that team.
Bargnani.
You got Bargnani on that team. That's a team that can turn on at any point. The Knicks are playing well now, but when push comes to shove, there's not enough talent there. It's a mishmash of players. It is important for the Knicks to make the playoffs this year because they don't have a lottery pick next year, but don't be shocked if they go on like a 10, 11, 12 game losing streak at some point because they're just not that good.
Not at all. When the Knicks just signed Jonathan Bender and he's getting regular minutes. I mean, come on. I mean, the Knicks they've been playing well, but they've been beating up on Chicago, on Charlotte, on lesser teams. I mean, they have no shot against the Big Four in the East.
No shot.
No shot. And
how about that guy last week? Were you there when Dimitri came up and said they were going to make a run in Orlando? Did you hear that?
Oh, I heard about that. But no way. Orlando's a
Unbelievable.
much better team. But no, the Knicks, while they're playing well now, they're beating up on mediocre teams at home. I mean, let's see him in April beat Boston at home in a meaningful game when they need it.
Not going to happen.
They'll crumble.
Not going to happen.